So I was looking at feats, okay, and you're gonna have to bear with me on this one, okay, and listen, okay. So I was looking at the feats and I came across Chef, and I thought this is would be a lot of fun to play a character with, right? I was like, and for the lot of feats, I go through and I think, could this be useful? And if it's not, would it be worth the using to have a fun character? And I started to think in like this would actually be kind of useful, okay? Because I put it up here so you can look at it. So I feel like you get ability score improvement, constitution or wisdom, which is okay. It's good for some, okay for others, right? Cooking utensils, which is whatever, right? But it's replenishing meal. I think we need to really talk about because that's the real meat and potatoes of this feat, right? Bolstering trace is nice, but replenishing meal is where I think a lot of this comes from. And not only is you is the effect nice because you get to heal an extra D8 for something you just can basically do for free, right? Because you don't have to roll for this. Remind you, you don't have to roll for it. It is just something you naturally do, or you naturally can do as part of your short action. Okay. Um, but since you don't have to roll for it, that makes a lot of things just kind of easier to do. Because if you need to go into a keep or a castle, right? Let's say you need to go into a keep, right, full of bandits, right? And you say, "Hey, I am a chef and I would like to cook for you guys, right? I heard how great you are, and I want to give thanks and how great you are by making you a meal, right?" And you go in there, and if you manage to convince your way in there, you make a meal for minimum 6 people, right? And you have to roll. There's no rolling attached to this. You just do it, mind you. The only roll you have to do there is persuasion, right? That's the only roll you would have to do. Okay, I think the promise of just a meal, right, would actually be would help you, because you're offering them to cook. You offering them to cook a meal for them, right? That's where you know, and you would do that. You could do that without having to lie, mind you, right? You could do that as a distraction um, for your party member to sneak in or whatever, right? You go in there, you make it for 6 people, and even if there's more than 6 people, it's like, hey, here's enough for 6 people. I'll get work on another batch. All right, because you're not limited to how many times you can do it. You're only limited by your ingredients. Okay. All right. So you can do that. You can do a distraction, or just do it to get in, right? Or if it's a castle for like a king or something, right? You can persuade yourself to go in and help out people, or just to get in, help make a meal quick, and then once it's all done, you sneak around the castle. Or if it's a hill giant, you say, "I'll make you a feast," um, and you make a meal for them. And even though you might think, well, you can't make enough for a giant, remember, minimum 6 people. You can make up food up to 7 people, right? Doesn't say how big of a creature they are. It says number of creatures equal to 4 plus your proficiency. Doesn't say how big, doesn't say how small. Just creatures up to 4 plus your proficiency. Okay. Doesn't say how big, doesn't say how small. Okay? And I know that might seem like, oh, you're just playing with words there. But no, it might, like, look, it's right there. It's right up there. You can look. The creatures, number of creatures equal to your proficiency. Is how big. Even if they say it's like medium, even the DM says, all right, that's not cool, bastard, right? Like, and there's limiting you to 4 people, like medium people, right? That's still like 6 people. That's still like a good. That's still like a good sized meal for like a hill giant, because like You know, it's enough to fill 6 people, or minimum 6 people, 7 or 8 people, depending on your level. Okay. I don't know. I'm running out of things to say, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about it. Like, I think it's underrated. I think Chef is underrated. I would love to hear what you think of it. Please comment and what you think of it. Please comment and let me know. Until next time. Bye bye.